Hello guys, you are welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is the first time you are seeing me. What you need to do right now is to subscribe to this YouTube channel. I promise you, I'm not here to waste your time, right? On this channel, I teach you step by step on how to make real money from the Nigerian and the US stock market. So subscribe right now, join. Also, an invite to join our stock market masterclass on how I can show you step by step on how to make real money from the Nigerian and the US stock market. Okay, so the link to join our community is also on the description. Okay, so today I'm going to be teaching you guys four Nigerian stock that institutional investors are investing right now. One thing you need to realize, okay, let me be real with you guys. One thing you need to realize in stocks, you need to follow the footstep of retail investors. Okay, let me quickly explain that. Who are retail investors? We have retail investors. We also have institutional, okay, investors. That's one thing you need to realize, okay? Retail and individuals, you are coming to the market with 10,000, 100,000, 1 million, right? You cannot beat institutional investors. These are the people that move the market, okay? When this guy want to invest, these guys, they come with 200 million, they come with 500 million, they can even come with 1 billion and check the market. As a smart investor, one thing you need to do is to copy what those guys are copying because they've done the work for you. And those are the things you will learn from our community. Okay. So that's how to be profitable. Now I've discovered four stocks that big institutional investors are already buying. And the reason why they are buying it right now is because it's done. What you are seeing right now between Nigerian president and Donald Trump is an opportunity for institutional investors to begin to buy good stocks, all right, on the offer price. Now, I'm going to give you an example. This year, Dangote was selling for 81 naira in January this year. You can fact check what I'm saying, 81 naira. It dumped. When I say dump, it means that people are no longer interested in that stock. I mean Dangote sugar, okay? Dangote sugar. It dumped to 38 naira. Do you know what I realized? Institutional investors begin to mop up aggressively because it dumped from 81 to 38. This is the time they begin to buy. They begin to buy from this region. Okay? What happened this year? Dangote sugar hit 66 naira. Okay, so when I'm teaching you, I know what I'm doing. All right, I understand stock. When I have to do with stock market, by the grace of God, I know what I'm doing. 66 naira. That was 66 naira. So imagine somebody that bought 38 at 38 naira is selling. What you are seeing right now, you see that but by the end of today, Dangote sugar was selling for 55 naira. Right? 55 naira. Okay, pay attention to what I'm saying. 55 naira, right? So imagine somebody that bought at 38, he now sold at 66 naira, right? Because one thing you need to realize is that the more people begin to sell a stock, the price begin to nosedive, it begin to comes down. Okay, once let me tell you guys something. I never even plan to do that. I just want to talk about the stocks to buy, but I'm just trying to understand. I want you to understand the fundamentals, all right? See, let's say 100 people, right? 100 people have 100 million in a stock and all of them decided to sell it. What's going to happen to that stock is that it's going to nosedive. So no, the price is going to come down. Okay, that's what you are seeing right now. People are actually taking profit. Okay, I'm not even talking about Dangote sugar. I just want to let you know that how to be profitable from any stock market, whether US or Nigerian or Australia or China stock market, is that you study what the institutional investors are focusing on, okay, and you begin to buy them, right? Because you need to ask yourself, why could an institutional investors, right, put 500 million in a shares? Why? They know they are, they have information to insider information. So you understand? So that's it. Now, let me show you four stocks you need to invest into. And I'm not picking them because I just feel like picking them. I'm picking them because I see that institutional investors on my charts, okay, beyond these videos, I use charts. I see that they're already mopping up aggressively. So you need to be very smart, okay? What you are seeing right now between Trump and the president about everything, these are opportunities for institutional investors Right now, you see that stock market is dumb, right? People are leaving the stock market, running away, but they think that Nigeria is going to collapse and all that. Institutional investors need all this news to make money from the market. Okay, so now let's follow. So the number one stock right now is United Capital. These are investment bankers. This company, they invest, they have mutual funds. Okay, they invest people's money into equity market, into bonds, into sovereign bonds and corporate bonds. Okay, those are the things that they do. They also have, I think they have real estate. Okay, do you know that their market cap is 321 billion naira? For people to trust them with 321 billion naira, it shows that these people know what they are doing and they have been existing for over decades, right? So one thing I check, one thing I check when I invest is to check revenues, is to check what are their capacity, right? They have about 321 billion. That's the market cap. And one thing you also need to realize is that this same year they paid about 14.4 billion naira to investors, or let's say shareholders. Okay, 14.4 billion. That's how much they pay shareholders, people that bought shares. Shareholders are individuals, me and you, that invest into these companies. Okay, one thing you also need to realize in stock is that a company that take care of their investors is a very good company. All right, there are companies that are mismanagement. The managers, they are flying first class while the company is dying. There's a lot of company. I don't want to mention such company right now. There's a lot of mismanagement. Okay, one thing you will need to realize. Okay, I'm not teaching you here Ponzi scheme. I teach you what works. One thing you need to do. Okay, if you are investing in any stock, is to check how this company are taking care of investors. Okay, they pay this year, they pay 14.4 billion for investors. Also, I want you to know that this year they made in their revenue jump, they made about 25 billion naira. Are you seeing my notes? 25 billion. That's what they made in revenue. Okay. Most time many people sell their stuff because number one, they don't know what they are doing, they don't belong to a community, they are gamblers, right? They just heard that somebody invested into shares and they now put 100,000, 200,000, and later you will see them online saying, oh, investment is a scam, stock market is a scam. This is where they are missing it. They don't buy stock that institutional investors are buying. They don't even understand what the company are doing to generate cash flow. Remember, I told you United Capital, they are investment bankers. They collect people's money and they use it to invest into mutual funds, ETF, for they have professionals that help them to invest. Okay. So, and they have people's trust of over 221 billion. You can fast check all these things. Okay. So now one thing I realized is that even though their stock price it was trading around 18 naira, institutional investors are still very interested into it. Number one, their revenue has increased year on year. Number two, they pay dividends, right? Number three, one of the things you will realize if you go to NGS website and check their finance, you see that it has been increasing, their revenue has been increasing, their gross earning has been increasing. Okay, so all right, so their gross earning increased by 24 billion. So what are gross earnings? So let me use an example. So for example, now you have a bakery. Let's say you have a bakery, right? Let's say you have a bakery, okay? And after removing the salary for the year, removing the money you used to buy flour, yeast, and all that, right? After removing all those expenses, what remains is what is called gross earnings. Okay, because some of you need to join my community to understand more about it. This is the reason why we are losing money from the Nigerian stock market because you are just jumping around, gambling with your money, right? You're going to be learning most many of these things. EP, EPS, price per hen, all these things are explaining in our community, right? So if you want to join us right now, click on that link to join our community immediately, okay? And I'll be showing you step by step on how to pick all these companies, okay? So now they generated 24 billion after removing the expenses, their salary of staffs and all that, right? As an investors, those are the things that big investors check. Number one, they check their revenue growth. Okay, revenue growth. They check their EPS, earnings per shares, right? They check their gross earning, the one I explained to you. They check all these things, right? And they look for appropriate time when the stock price has declined a little bit to enter. Okay, and especially when there are bad news, they focus. Institutional investors focus on those good companies and begin to buy them because you are the one that is selling out of fear. So they buy it from you, right? So this is how it works. This is how it works. So I'm going to use this as a chart. If you're loving this video, do it to subscribe. Okay, this is stock. It goes up, it comes down. You see, it started going up here, then it started coming down, right? This is how it works. This is how institutional investors play this game, and you need to play it like them. Okay, so let's say UCAR. Remember, we're using UCAR. They enter here because this is where you run away because you bought it here. Okay, you bought it around here. Let's say you bought it at 22 naira, right? You bought it at 22 naira. You are expecting that it will hit 30 naira, then you will sell 15 naira, right? So institutional investors are waiting for you, okay? Because you expect it to go uptrend. There's something called uptrend in the stock market. You expected it to go uptrend, but it's not going. You just stand there, then it begin to come down again, right? So institutional investor from 22, they can decide to buy it from you at 15 naira because you want to count your loss and run away because you are expecting it to go up, right? But it declined back. Instead of it to go up, it declined back, right? Then because you panic, you decided, oh, so that my money will not run away, let me quickly sell and count my loss. You sold there at this region. Remember, you bought it at 82, you now sell. Institutional investors say, oh, thank you so much. They buy here. And because they know that stock market goes up and down, they are patient. Okay? They are patient. When it declines a little bit, they buy again. Right? Once it begin, remember they bought it at 15 naira. Once it begin to go up, they can decide to take profit around this region. And sometimes it just break out from a key level and enter into 15 naira. Remember, you sold out of fear 15 naira. So they take profit from here. And because you heard that the stock was doing very well, it was booming, you begin to buy, right? You begin to buy. Who are those people that are going to buy this for you? Should the case it decline, it goes back again. Institutional investors, right? So that is if these are my strategies. These are my strategies. I see their footsteps. Okay, so you need to buy UCAP. If this is the first time you're watching and you're already getting value, please do well to subscribe right now. Subscribe. Let's go to the next stocks. The second on our list right now is Honeywell Flour Mill. And I'm going to tell you some of the reason why this stock is a buy. All right. So let me even put a disclaimer. Every investment comes with a risk. So before you invest, please do your due diligence before you invest your hard-earned money. All right. Honeywell Flour Mills. Do you know that this stock has done over 200% this year? 200%. Meaning if you invest 100K, your 100K is now over 300,000 naira. Over 200, more than 200%. Why? Because of their revenue growth. Okay. And this company, the reason why they are very profitable, this company is in consumer sector. Okay. It's in consumer sector. And in consumer sectors, most of these companies produce products and services that many of us cannot do without, like rice, like noodles. This company produce all these products. And the reason why they are profitable right now was not because of those things, because last year they were at big loss. In fact, investors who are running away from this stock. And the reason why they are profitable right now is because of the dollar stability or naira stability. Right now, today I checked, dollar was trading around 1,447 a dollar to naira, right? Let me tell you why consumer sector has been struggling for years now. It was because of dollar. Remember, most of these companies, they source their product, their raw material that they use to produce their product from outside, right? So, for example, let me give you an example. Let's say they borrowed money to get some raw materials when dollar was trading for a dollar to naira was around 400. And when our new president come in, dollar begin to rise, right? It even enter around 1,900. I remember very well, right? So let's say those people they borrowed, let's say they borrowed $10 million, which means you know $10 million at 400. So which they have to pay back, right? At the rate of 1,900. So that thing really affected consumer goods because many of them, there's something called backward integration. Okay, backward integration in stock market, in companies rather, not in stock market. Backward integration actually means companies actually get their raw materials, the raw material they use to produce their product from outside. And many of these companies now are using backward integration, meaning that most of the raw materials now, instead of them, changing naira to dollar to get those products, they are now trying to do it or get those things in Nigerians, right? Instead of using dollar, they are using naira. So that's one of the reasons, some of the reasons that has been helping consumer goods, and they're going to do really well based on the chart and based on the fundamental analysis that I've been doing. They're going to make a lot of money. Now you may be wondering, what about the remaining two stocks? This video is already getting long already. So there are 5 stocks already that we're already buying in our stock market masterclass community. I believe you've gained a lot of value from this video, right? So the remaining two will be giving to people in our community because most of them also watch my videos and they will not be happy that, why are they paying for the premium? If I have 5 stocks, I'm already sharing 4 out of it, right? So get the remaining 2 stock. Okay. What you need to do actually is to click on the link on our comment section or the description, right? To join our community. Because the best time to buy stock is not next year. The best time to buy stock is now. Remember, I explained to you how institutional investors make money from the stock market, right? They buy from the low and sell at the top. So you don't want to be their victim. You want to invest into stocks that we are buying right now. So there are 5 stocks already that my community are already buying. I just gave you 2. So the remaining one, you need to join our community. So click on that link right now to join our community to get the stock and buy it now. So that when we are rejoicing next year, you will also be part of us, right? You gain a lot of value. So imagine what you're going to gain if you join our community. Okay. So inside our community, we talk about money, how to invest rightly, how to pick good stocks. Also, I do some analysis on some very good fundamentally sound stocks that people are not even looking at the direction. I will buy it at low. I remember when we entered Better Glass last year. Better Glass is one of Nigerian company listed in Nigerian stock exchange. We entered it at 48 naira. Today, Better Glass is selling for over 484 naira. Meaning, if you bought 1 million shares of Better Glass, when I alerted my community to buy it, 1 million share will be 48 million, but you'll be selling at over 400 million. We have big people in our community. Guys, I'm not joking. So you want to be part of that. So click that link to join our community. If you have not subscribed, please do want to subscribe to the YouTube channel because on this channel I teach you, show you step by step on how to be profitable for the Nigerian and the US stock market. Thank you for subscribing. There's a video popping up right now on your screen. Please do well to click on them and watch the video. Thank you, and I will see you in the next video.